final day of employ is the end of February, February 28th, which is on a Saturday.
Okay.
And I'm going to take a couple of comp days, a couple of days ahead of that. So the actual working day right now is I'm planned on being the 25th.
You are just about to retire after how many years with the Rusk County District Attorney's Office?
I will, in September it would be 38. Prior to going over there I had 54 months with the police department here, so all told, total experience I'll have 42 years.
42 years in law enforcement.
That's right.
Now, you are retiring at what age?
Well, I will be 66 2 days after my final working day.
When you married him, he was already going into law enforcement, or knew he was going to go into law enforcement, or?
No, he actually was going to mortuary school.
How did you make the jump from that to wanting to be in law enforcement?
Well, I always wanted to be in law enforcement. And I tell people I don't really think it's a coincidence that I wound up where I wound up. Like you said, it's in the blood. And law enforcement's been in the Brown family for years.
And that 40-plus year time spent in law enforcement, you've seen some pretty big cases for this little town, for this little area, this rural county.
That's right.
And which ones kind of stick out the most to you?
Well, obviously, what we refer to as a KFC case, where the 5 people were brought out of Kilgore and shot execution style out here in the oil field. The only one that I've ever, may sound stupid to somebody, but the only one I've ever had a dream about was the Amora Carson case, where baby Amora was killed by her parents because of, in their words, exorcism. And that case is the only one I ever had a dream about. And that's still probably the most horrific case that we worked on. As you well know, we got the death penalty on Blaine Milam, and life without parole on the mother, Jessica Carson. But everybody that was on that particular scene that day was afforded the opportunity for counseling, and most everybody took it to some degree. And I would say that was the worst.
What are some of the biggest changes you've seen in law enforcement over the years? Is it the technology, or?
Oh, it has to be technology. It has to be technology. Started out, you had a huge camera and you had to hook up the flash attachment and hope you had batteries and bulbs and so forth. And these days, as long as you've got a cell phone, you just take out the cell phone, and click your pictures, and email it to the office. And you go back to the office and pull up your report form, type your report, attach your pictures, and it's ready to go in less than an hour.
As his wife, you've dealt with this law enforcement career now for 40-plus years. Are you glad that he's finally hanging it up, or do you think he's going to still have his ear to the scanner and listening and itching to get out there on the scene?
He thinks he's ready, but I know he's going to miss it. And I think he will have the scanner on. As far as getting up and leaving and going checking on it, I don't know about that. He may be through with that. So.
But after years of the undertaking, the Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at the football, and the nights of, days and nights of working in law enforcement, you got to be like, wow, finally.
Yeah, we're going to travel.
We
like to travel.
You have any big trips planned? Places that you haven't been that you're going to go?
We've already been skiing this year, but we're going once more. And then possibly going to Seattle in the summer.
Okay.
He just told me yesterday he checked into a trip that I've wanted to take forever. It's from New York to Nova Scotia. So we'll see.
And that's just this year.
Yeah.